Hello everybody, Drew here, tip of the Mitt Flips, where I'm a full-time eBay reseller, and every 100 subscribers there's a giveaway. So if you're watching, make sure you subscribe so you have a chance to win. I've got a ton of orders, 30 plus, 30, 35, something like that, because there was again an extended weekend. It seems like every weekend has been an extended weekend for the last 2 months. It's very weird. But because there's so many, and only 2 of them have to be out today, which I'll do many more than that, I might do all of them. I'm going to do like I did before, where I'm going to pull 5 or 6, pack those up, and then do that again and again until I don't feel like doing that anymore. First thing going out, B4 is a Hallmark keepsake B4 ornament. It's got to be this one right here, this little welcome sound Mickey Mouse. I think it's a bell. And for that item, $10.99 free shipping. Next up, C3 is a Mattel Ken Barbie. Basically, all we got left is naked Barbies from all the Barbies I'd listed. Uh-oh, don't want to make a mess of it. So let's move the basket, Drew. If you don't want to make a mess of it, then don't make a mess of it. And I think it's this one right here, because he had a pretty gnarly looking hairdo. And just in case you don't know, I guess Ken's underwear is marked Ken. That's interesting. 2009 Mattel Ken. Yep, that's the one right there. $11.99 free shipping. I have been aggressively trying to dump the last of the Barbies because made a ton of money on them, and what's left I figure probably was either overpriced or not that desirable. And then this one, I'm not sure if it's connected, but it sold, I don't know, it might have been minutes after, but it was definitely within hours after Lisa Marie Presley, when it was announced she had passed away. And it is on A4 Elvis Presley official first day stamps. A4 Elvis stamps. And I think, yep, it's 2. And it is, I thought these was just a duplicate, but these are all different. But they are the stamps with, what are these, like Elvis facts or something? Oh, these are like different concerts or when a movie came out, stuff like that. Little envelopes with a little bit of Elvis history. Those right there got in a Mikhail mystery box and got $19.99 free shipping. I think you can send stamps media mail, but maybe not. But I don't know if that would count because it's got other stuff on it. Probably not. But also it's like a post office product. I don't know. It's going first class. But either way, $19.99 free shipping. It was sad to hear that. But I assume, not that they heard she died and then were like, oh, I need to go get some Elvis stamps. More like that happens, then a lot of people start looking up Elvis, and then the algorithm picks that up, and then it puts that out to more people. That was kind of more my thought, but either way, it's sold. Next up, it's a book. The Best of H.T. Webster, a memorial collection. Of course, it is in the B's for Best of, but it is a very tall book to be in here, and I can't get it out. So, let me just get these couple out of the way. And it may not appear like it, but I did list a ton of books. And here we go. Best of H.T. Webster, a memorial collection. I have no idea what that's about. $7.50 free shipping. That's not a great sale. And you will see I got another stack of books here that I generated the listings for, just saved the drafts, and now I just need pictures. Those will get done today. This one threw me for a loop, and it kind of bummed me out. These right here, which are just gorgeous. They're embossed with this cool picture on the front, and the sides are embossed where it's like raised letters, Library of American History, and it's a 3, 6, 7, 8 volume set. This one's from 1900, Library of American History, and then they're supposed to be, I'm assuming they only did it on maybe the first one. Each run of these were limited to 500, and then say copy number, and then it doesn't say. This one is actually from 1918, but those are worthless. They're beautiful, and it really, I was surprised. There's I think the first editions people buy, but lots of times people buy encyclopedia sets and things just to put them on a shelf just because they look good. They put them on a mantle or in an office because they look good in the background. And I mean, those are gorgeous books, and they got color pictures through them. They got the cool coloring along the edge. I don't know, worthless. I mean, I'm sure somebody would want them for those purposes, but as far as sold comps or any amount of money I'm going to get out of them, it's $0. I will, before I just get rid of them, donate them, trash them. I mean, I might have to go that far because my local places tend to not take books, or they're very picky when they take books. But I might reach out in a Facebook antique books Facebook group I'm in and just say, hey, to somebody, if you don't want to pay the shipping, I just don't want to throw these away. Does somebody want them? That kind of thing. I might go that far, but that'd also be a lot of work on my end. So they might have to throw me an extra $10 just for my time. Next up, B2 is a Wilson Ball Hawk baseball glove. B2, it is this one right here. Ball Hawk Nelson Fox antique glove, and pretty, I mean, for an antique glove, this is actually okay condition because it's not all dried out. When you get to the dry rotting, that's when it becomes a real issue, but it's not like somebody's going to use these. Actually, let me take that back. There are vintage antique baseball leagues, I don't remember what they call them, where they have to use wooden bats, which, I mean, pros use wooden bats, but they have to use antique or vintage stuff. $42.49 plus shipping. And with this one, the buyer purchased it. They picked local pickup. They were located, I think, in California. So, of course, I said, hey, I don't think you actually want local pickup. Do you want me to cancel this? And then you can purchase it with some shipping. They said definitely. And when they came back, the first time they bought it with an offer. I sent them an offer, $39.99. And then when they came back, it was on sale. And they just bought it on sale for $42.49 plus shipping. So paid more money. They did not care at all. I just want it. I don't care how I get it. Didn't seem to bother them. I don't know. Bonus money for me. I guess they just felt bad for wasting my time. Next up, A5 is a safety speed holster, gun holster. A1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's over here. I thought it was. Okay. No, A5 right here. All right. I knew where it was. I knew it was on the right side of that shelf, but apparently I don't know how to read and then take that into consideration when I go someplace. But this is a left-handy safety speed holster, real heavy duty leather. Got this in a Mikhail mystery box. I'm not sure if YouTube is gonna cancel my video because I said the G word, but their new user agreement, for those of you not in the YouTube world, it's pretty ridiculous. You can curse, which I don't. Oh, I don't curse in my videos. You can curse in your videos, but it has to be after the first 15 seconds. What? What? What does that matter? I know it's for like something to do with advertisers. They want to make sure that the first thing you hear after a commercial isn't a curse word, but that was one of the things in it. There's a bunch of other stuff. I won't go on and on about it. $19.25 plus shipping on that. And then next up, A4 is a lot of Andre Dawson cards. And I listed a few more lots. Oh, great. Second one I grabbed right here. Let's see. I think it was 35 cards. And this was listed $20.99 free shipping, or maybe $21.99 free shipping. And I took an offer, $14 free shipping. That is not something to do for other resellers. That is how I'm trying to clear out a lot of my bulk cards. And that's why I would take a significant offer like $14. I'm taking anything that's profits because I don't care. I want them gone. But getting rid of bulk cards is not recommended and not easy. So don't do it. Also, I don't want competition, but there's already a lot of it. $14 free shipping for that one. I'll go ahead and pack these up and then do one more run. For anybody that was curious, for the postcards, what I did, cover up their address. I should just flip it over. I just took a piece of cardboard the size of the envelope as a backer. And that's it. Easy peasy. No bubble wrap or anything, just a piece of cardboard to keep some rigidity in there. Another thing, one of the items, the baseball glove, sent off to one of my favorite towns I've never been to from Parks and Rec, Pawnee, Illinois. Just a fun fact for any of you Parks and Rec fans out there. Also, Not a shocker, the holster going to Texas. Not surprised one bit. Next up, it's a book. Apollo, an illustrated manual of history. Apollo, right here. Illustrated manual of history, the art throughout the ages. And for what's the art throughout the ages worth? $8.49 free shipping. And for a book that was free, and it's media mail, and that'll be, this is probably, yeah, that'll be $4.14. I don't know, I'm not trying to pull a number off the top of my head, but I'm still gonna make profits. I'll make $3 on that, somewhere in that range. Not that bad if cost of goods is $0 and it's media mail. Next thing, it's a book. And another book, and another book, and another book. It's a lot of 6 gore books on C4. C, 1, 2, 3, 4. And not gore as in it's gory. Let me put my life back together over here. Gore is in the series Gore. G-O-R. C4. Gore. This sack of books back here. All right, I made it. And if you don't know what this series is, it's the books that you would sometimes see at the bookstore or at the library, and you were worried that your mom would catch you gazing just a little too long. The author of these, I would question his morality a little bit, and also the writing is subpar. There's a reason they were popular, and it wasn't the writing. And for those, $28.49 free shipping. That was on sale. Most things were on sale. Because I knew there was an extended weekend, through the extended weekend, I ran a 15% whole store sale. Next up on A6, can I get it down? It's not even on A6, so probably not on A6. It's on A1, but I do think I can grab it. And this is one of those items that I had repriced because it had been sitting around for a while and I was repricing things. And this one was grossly overpriced. There was zero chance it was going to sell. I think I had it listed $74.99 plus ship. So even in a 25% off sale, it wasn't going to sell. But it's Snow Babies, Jolly Friends. And I think this is new open box. Yes, new open box. So I reduced the price, and then it was also 15% off sale, and I got $33.99 plus shipping. So it's $74.99 or whatever it was. Zero chance it was going to sell. I got that half off after Christmas 2 years ago at Goodwill. It was priced $15, so I paid $7.50 plus tax. Boom. Can't remember a phone number to save my life, but boom, I remember where I got that, what I paid for it. What a waste. Next up, clearing out a lot of stuff I'm just happy to see go. This is last January was my best month of the whole year. And people were surprised when I said that because, normally it's a fourth quarter thing. And I don't remember who it was, but somebody mentioned in the comments that they consider fourth quarter for a reseller to be November, December, January, because for them it's kind of the same thing. I take a lot of time off in that area, so maybe that's part of the reason why my December's not as good as other people's, because I take about almost a month off. I list when I feel like it. B4 Corningware French White. B4 over here. Oh, and I do have more than one, so let me just grab them both. And these are from, I call it a bad buy because I wouldn't do it again, but at the time it seemed good. It was a lot of listings. It was some decent money. F5B, the big one right there. But it was a bunch of Corning, the French White. It was a bunch of the Cornflower Blue. Most of it didn't have lids though. I got it super cheap, but $7.64 plus ship, $11 in shipping. The fees on the shipping on that's significant. The time it takes me to do that, and then the risk of shipping a large glass item is, I'm not doing it no more. I'm out on that, except for, see if I can see where they're at without having to look it up. Yeah, except for things like these blue bowls back there, which one of them has a chip, so I'm probably gonna lower the price on that, but I'm selling that for my dad anyway, so I'll check with him, see what he wants to do. Usually he just says whatever I want, but that's listed for I think $150 plus ship. That kind of stuff, yeah, I'll of course do it. And I say I'm out on electronics, but if I find a stereo unit for $10 and it's worth $150, I'm still gonna do it. But that, nope. I pulled out a bunch of them, and we just have a really nice set of, what do they call this one? The French White, Corningware French White. We have all the sizes, I pillaged all the lids. We have a really nice set of them, but won't list them again. Next up, what a great one. 5. This is not going international, but that's a lot of shipping. D5 is a brass candlestick holder candelabra. D1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's this big one right here. It is very heavy, but this does break down a little bit. I think the stem, this, and these all come off, so I'll probably do that for shipping. I got this one and then 2 smaller ones at an estate sale on half off day, and I think I paid $15 for that one. I think I paid up for me. I think that was the half off, was $15. But I got $59.49 plus $54.28 in shipping. Not even, where's it going? There's no way it should cost that much. Jen did the list. It is going to the far end of Florida. So that always surprises me that that's a really expensive place, but it's because it's a end. It's a dead end. You have to take the packages there and then turn around. It's not like it's a through route. You could be the same amount of distance towards the West Coast and it wouldn't even be close to that amount of money. But yeah, I'll make a couple bucks on that shipping. I don't know how much. Going to Florida, it's with my discount, I'm already going to probably make $10 or $15. If I can break it down and repack it a little bit better, a little bit smaller, you know, maybe I'll make $20 on the shipping. That's cool for me. But I hear some children screaming, so I will be right back because we got a surprise rain day. Not a snow day, a rain day. All right, so I was not pleasantly surprised. I thought it was my oldest children fighting. It was our youngest had got out of her crib, got out of her bedroom, which has a gate, climbed, built a ladder, climbed out, took a toozy in her potty. You go, girl. Way to go in the potty. Walked around the house with it. When I finally find her, she has poo on her. At this point, she could have been everywhere in the house. So I didn't find any, but I assume I will at some point have a moment where I go, ew, what is this? And then it hits me and I figure it out quickly. That wasn't in the plan for today. But I did pack up that stuff. I have been trying the regional boxes. I cross off regional. I put the sticker over the regional part of it, and I haven't had any problems with it yet, but I did have a viewer say that they got charged from USPS. So I cannot say to go forward and do that. I'm going to try it until it fails because it's been awesome. But I got that candelabra into this box here, which is 15 by 15 by 7. The candle holder parts, the very, very top, those unscrewed very easily. The rest of it, I couldn't tell, but I think there's a rod that goes through it. It didn't just like screw off. So you had to like undo a nut on the bottom and the rod came out and then it would come out into parts. But the nut on the bottom looked a little, so I didn't want to take it off and then strip it and then have a problem. But it didn't matter because by getting it down to that size, because what it was going to be 20 plus inches. So it got into some pretty big dimensional charges. So I got it by getting it down to that 15, 15, 7. I got it down to UPS 20, it's like $27 or something. And so then with my eBay discount, it ended up being like 13 something to ship that. And they paid over $50 in shipping. That is a big old awesome. Now, because it was such a hubbub the last time this happened, the reason you do not refund that money, and you do not need to feel like you need to refund that money. If you want to, I don't care. It's your money. Give away your money if you want. You'd be better off giving it to charity, but give it to that person if you really want to. If you get a lot of repeat buyers, maybe that'd be a reason to. But the reason I don't, is because the perceived value of that item was $110. The 50-something for the item, the 50-something for the shipping. If it had been a free shipping item, it would have been a $110 free shipping item. So I don't see any reason to give money away. Just put that out there before someone jumps in the comments and tells me I'm a terrible person. You can if you want. It helps my algorithm. Jump in the comments. Tell me I'm a terrible person. Thank you. Next up, A5 is a VTech 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 baby monitor camera. One of these, this one right here, actually, got returned. It works. They worked when we sent them out. How about that? When we took them off the shelf, they were still working. The only reason I got rid of them is because the monitor would not hold the charge and it wasn't worth buying a new battery or buying a new monitor, we thought. Now we seriously need, because of that, because of what happened today, need baby monitor again. But yeah, they returned it. You know, it is what it is, but it definitely works. I'm going to wait till the other two sell, and then I will, because I don't have a way to test it anymore. I mean, I'll plug it in, make sure the light comes on, and I might still send it out again. Yeah, I don't know. I'll make that decision when that time comes. But for that one right there, $16.99. Let's try to get back on track and get some work done. $16.99 free shipping. Next up, C2 is 2 fishing reels. A Hardstone C2 and something else. I figure it will be the 2 fishing reels sitting here. This one and this one. I'll double check, of course. Now, fishing reels and fishing lures and fishing gear is something I need more knowledge on. Hardstone and a Optics 20 Quantum right there. Because I live in the Great Lakes state. There is fishing, fishermen, tons of it. Fun fact, one of the most desirable hand-carved fishing lure designers, makers, I don't know, crafters, is from this area and is a friend of mine's, he passed at this point, but great-grandpa, maybe great-great-grandpa, and those pop up in my area because he was from a town over, and they are worth hundreds of dollars. They're featured in magazines. This is all hearsay because I don't fish. I think it's the most boring thing in the world because I don't catch fish. I'm a terrible fisherman. People that catch fish, that seems like a ton of fun. I'm not. I'm a person that sits there. I'm a sitter, not a fisherman. I'm a sitterman. That doesn't make any sense. But yeah, so I need more knowledge on that because those types of things exist in my area. I would love to come across them. $21.79 plus shipping for those two. Got those in a Mikhail mystery box. Next up is a wig C5A12. It's a global doll. C5A. I'm all discombobulated. C5A12 is a baby Lauren 1516. Yep, that's the one. And for that, $12.74 free shipping. Next up is a Delta Airlines pin. So I am assuming that it's in here. Actually, I know it is. B3D16. It is this one here. Got a bunch of Delta Airlines stuff from a Mikhail mystery box, including a bunch of pins. This one, $12.74 free shipping. And next up, I knew this was going to sell, and it sold during the game. It is B5. It's a 1992 Buffalo Bills AFC Champs pennant. I hope it's this one, and it is. It's just rolled up. Let me get it out here. There we go. AFC Champions 1992 Buffalo Bills. They are my pick to win the Super Bowl. It's not going out on a limb, you know, they're because of all the hinky stuff with canceling the game, they're technically not a #1 seed, but they're #1 seed. It's weird, but I got money on a Bills Cowboys Super Bowl matchup. You know how I came to that decision? Because that's the one that the NFL wants the most. And games are rigged. So I don't think they actually are, but sometimes I think there's a little bit of that in there. Maybe, you know, in the back of the minds of some people that have some sway. Who knows? Definitely not the players on the field. $19.54 free shipping. And how I shipped one of these before is I took one of my tubes like this from my bubble wrap and I just rolled it up, put it in there. I put a little paper on both ends and then taped off the ends because I didn't want the tape to touch the pennant because it's like a feltish material. It could do some kind of damage or even leave a sticky residue, and that works great. Any chance I get to use those, I am all about it. And speaking of bubble wrap, I needed bubble wrap, and so I ordered some. If you don't know where to get bubble wrap, not affiliated, American Bubble Boy. Cheapest, fastest, and fastest, I mean fastest. Ordered it within, it was, see, I ordered it, do some math, 21 hours from the time I hit buy to the time it was in my house, 21 hours. That's insanity. Nothing ships that fast. Amazon doesn't ship that fast. Insanity. I think they must have a hub close to me. That would be my guess. But either way, American Bubble Boy, they're the best. I don't have an affiliate link. That's just, I struggled to find good bubble wrap for a decent price for a long time. It's the only place I'll ever buy it again. And I have, it's not been flawless. I'm not saying they don't have their issues. I've gotten some real nasty bubble wrap before. It only happened once, maybe twice. But I had a whole roll where there was a line of dead bubbles. It was like 3 wide. It is what it is. I probably could have reached out and they would have gave me a credit or something, but it was whatever. And then next up, this one makes me smile. A5 Mr. Christmas half pipe snowboarders replacement pieces. It's just the snowboarders. If you remember, I was struggling. It's still here. I was struggling trying to get somebody to buy this because it does not function, has all the bits and pieces, but the motor ran out or the belt drive was stretched. It wasn't a rubber band like most of them. It had like it was like a bead system with like a pocketed cog almost. And then it had a bunch of lubricant in there. It was real nasty when I took it apart and tried to fix it. I was not super happy, also because it didn't get fixed. Pulled the snowboarders out. Decided to just take that out of the store. I was trying to get $49.99 plus ship on the half pipe. I would have taken $24.99 plus ship for just the little snowboarders right here. What I ended up with, $29.74 free shipping. That is going international, so let's find out where. All right, it's going to the Netherlands. Not my first time shipping there, but that's pretty cool. And then next up, C3B26 is a global dolls wig. C3B26 right here. And that is a Baby Lauren 1914 blonde. What was this one? Baby Lauren 1516 light brown, I mean. And those are not, let me double check. Nope, not going to the same buyer. Just must be a popular style. $12.74 free shipping. All right, let's just pull a few more. B3, it's in the pen box. It's a Parker ballpoint pen. Surprise, surprise, a Parker. That's a pretty popular one. And it is this one. It's a desk jotter. So this normally goes in like a desktop pen holder type thing. It doesn't have a cap. It says no cap in the listing, but this type of pen doesn't have a cap. The cap is the mount that it goes in. For that item, $20.18 free shipping. I mean, you know I gush about the pens, but I gotta find some more. You guys got a pen? You guys got an antique vintage pen supplier out there you want to hook me up with? Next up, A4 1981 Miller Studio Chalkware Cats. Now, this is an item I don't remember where I got. Chalkware, this used to be a hot item on eBay. And by used to be, I mean back in 2000 to 2002, that kind of range. And you see right there, Miller Studio 1981. And the only reason I know that is because that's when my aunt used to sell. She lived with us. She had cancer, 3 different kinds. Great. So yeah, she lived with us and she was selling on, I don't think eBay, maybe she was doing eBay or maybe she was doing both, but I think she was doing Yahoo auctions, like that far back. And a lot of what she sold was chalkware. There is still some value to it. It just has to be something that someone would want to put on their wall. Cats, fish, owls, maybe, you know, just things that, it's not just a buy it all scenario. You got to have the right ones. And those ones right there, $15.29 plus shipping. And they do have a little chipping on them. And then the last thing going to pull today, it's a game, Left 4 Dead, Game of the Year for Xbox 360, right here. Left 4 Dead, Platinum Hits, bestseller. And these Platinum Hit ones, that's how you usually could tell it's not going to be worth any money, because that means they not only sold a bunch of them, they sold enough of them that they reprinted them to sell some more of them. But that's actually pretty good. $16.99 free shipping. That's very unexpected for a Platinum Hits. That is a type of game I have never played, will never play, do not like Spooky Ooky, Resident Evil, bleh, no thank you. Like now with the VR, and you can go into a haunted house and stuff like that, or play Resident Evil and the things are actually... No, thank you. No, thank you. Well, that's gonna be all for this one. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, give it a thumbs up. If you didn't, go ahead and give it a thumbs down. Subscribe, share, and be good to each other.